will do like this. Boom. Thank you,
Perfect.
brother.
Perfect. Well, my brother, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me here. Very, very happy to be with you guys, wherever you guys are tuning in from. I know Sweden's in the house. I know a lot of people from, Europe, Switzerland, Germany, and all the other countries. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your Sunday evening to kind of be here with us. And just understand this is for you guys, right? I'm here to share information with you. If one idea, one concept, one quote, one thing I say is like a light bulb for you, is an aha moment, is a breakthrough, is a wow, I need to study that moment for you, my job is complete. So understand, I'm here for you. There's no other reason for me other than to be here, to be a resource to you guys, to serve you, and to just kind of give you some new ideas to think from. What we were talking about earlier is, yes, I worked with Bob Proctor for many years, and the biggest benefit from that is one word: proximity. So if you guys are taking notes, I see some of you guys are taking notes, maybe start with that. Write down the word proximity. Proximity means being close to the source, right? I had proximity to Bob Proctor. I was able to talk with him, learn from him, ask him questions, observe him, see how he would mentor other people, see how he would go about certain situations. So I was able at a very young age to have proximity to a very, very great mentor, to amazing information. And, that's kind of what you guys are receiving today, is proximity. It's not about me or anything that I have done. It's just I have been exposed to certain information at a very high level, starting from a very young age, for going on 10 years now. So imagine the conversations I've heard, right? Imagine the situations I've observed. Imagine the value that I've been able to be around and things like that. So again, I'm here to be a resource to you and to be proximity to you. So understand, at the end of this call, I want to do a Q&A. So as I'm talking, if you guys have any questions that you're like, oh, what do you think about this? Or can you expand on, this idea? Write those questions in the chat down here, and I would love to answer them for you. Again, I want to be a resource to you. I want you guys to have proximity to me. The second thing I'm going to transition to is access to information. This is in harmony with proximity. When you obtain proximity to a mentor, to a chairman, chairman 50, chairman 100, somebody that has what you want, you have the opportunity to have what is called access to information, which means you're putting yourself in a position to receive information that many people may not have access to. Exactly what you're doing on this call. You are putting yourself in a position to receive information that can potentially, improve your next week, improve your next month, improve your next year, and ultimately improve your life. Because one thing about me is I was around this information at a very young age. Based on these thumbnails that I'm seeing, a lot of you guys are relatively young, and understand that's a benefit to you. Please listen to what I'm about to say, because this is what changed my life. I can only speak about this because it happened to me firsthand, and you can take advantage of the exact same opportunity. As years go on, more programming is developed. Think of an onion, right? An onion here, then you have another layer, a second layer, a third layer, a fourth layer. Every year, there's another layer of programming. Understand, if you are young, if you are not, 19, 20, 21, 22, it's okay. Just understand this concept. If you are young, you have less negative programming to overwrite. That was my benefit being 19 years old, studying with Bob Proctor, was ignorance. I did not know any other way. What he was feeding me, what he was teaching me became a part of my reality. It's how I thought. It was my paradigm. So understand, if you guys are relatively young, you have the opportunity to program your mind at a very young age that will help you in the next 10, 20 years to come. When I was around, Bob and a lot of his clients, mind you, I was around him 4.5 years. He would do 10 to 12 events a year. That's 40 to 50 events that I attended single-handedly. And imagine the people that Bob would attract: CEOs, executives, really high-level entrepreneurs. And they were older, right? They were 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and they were there investing money to rewrite paradigms, to recreate the negative programming. They've been programmed for 40 years. They've been programmed for 50 years thinking a certain way. And now they're investing tens of thousands of dollars into themselves to rewrite, to overpower the negative programming that they created their entire life. Understand, most of you on this call do not have that problem. You have the opportunity, and understand it is an opportunity, to program yourself at a young age by the things that you look at, the things that you follow, the affirmations that you speak, the calls that you get on, the mentors that you follow, the accounts that you follow on social media. All of these little things contribute to how you think, how you are, how you operate. What's your paradigm? Where you think, the level of consciousness that you are at, the level of awareness that you have, determines your results, determines how much of life you get to experience, how much of the joy of life you get to experience. So understand, I guess my point is, understand the value of personal development. Understand the value of investing into yourself at a young age. Understand the value of creating positive habits, habits that are conducive to growth, habits that help you grow your business, help you grow your relationships. You have to start to identify what works for you. Many people have different things to help them, get focused, get feeling good, focus on their routine, focus on their DMOs for their business. You have to find what works for you. Is it going to the gym? Is it reading a little bit of a book? Is it meditating? Is it going for a walk? Is it drawing something? What is it for you that triggers you to do what you need to do to get to where you need to get to? It's different for everybody. So this is a lot of self-reflection that, again, I want you guys to do tonight after this call. Go back and look at your notes, because this is a lot of information and you're busy writing the notes down. You're not really listening to the actual ideas and concepts. So go back and study your notes and do self-reflection. Be like, okay, yeah, when Matt said that, I wrote it down, but what does it really mean? How does it really make me feel? What do I think about that? And then start making some decisions. I am exposing you to information, to new information, to different information. It is called autosuggestion. I'm suggesting to you ideas. You have the ability to accept or reject these ideas. You can say, no, Matt, I don't really want to do that. That's not really going to help me get to where I want to get to, and you reject the idea. That's okay. That's a choice that you can make. You also have the choice of accepting these ideas, saying, wow, I understand what you're saying. This makes sense. I need to, change things. I need to put things into action. I need to do something different to get a different result. So understand you have a choice, and I implore you to make the choice of changing things that you need to change to eventually get to where you need to get to. So that's some good information to start. Are there any questions? I saw some questions in the chat. I want to be a good resource to you. What Let's just do a Q&A now so I can, best give you information that you guys need. Where are you stuck? Where do you need clarity? What do you need help on? Any questions that you may have, please type them in the chat. I would love to, kind of be some in real-time resource to you. And I also am going to do a workshop on goal creation very, very soon. Let's just do 1 or 2 questions, and then I'll do this goal creation workshop. It's very powerful. Actually, let's just do this. I'm going to do the goal achieving workshop really quickly. It'll take me 15, 20 minutes. Then let's do a Q&A at the end. So just type some questions in the chat. I just made an entire program on this. If you know Nano Torres, Mornings with Nano, he's one of our MMX educators, and one of my mentees. I actually taught him most of the stuff that he knows. Him and I just created a program based on goals. And it will be available soon, but I want to teach you guys about a goal card. There's a reason for this. It's very, very powerful. People with goals succeed because they know where they are going. You might want to write that down. People with goals succeed because they know where they are going. You need to have direction in your life. I'll say it one more time. People with goals succeed because they know where they are going, right? If you've ever listened to The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, if you have not, I recommend you do. He gives a great story talking about a ship leaving a harbor. And he said, if you just start the engine and let it go, the ship is just going to go out into sea. It's not going to go anywhere. Why? It has no direction. It has no captain. It has no plan. It has no destination. It's just going, right? Take another ship. Same port, same ship. You add a captain. You add direction. You add a plan. I'm going here. I'm ending up here. It's going to take me this amount of time. It's going to take me this amount of distance. You know where you are going. 9 times out of 10, the boat is going to get to the destination. Exact same thing with your life. You need direction. You need a roadmap. You need to know where it is that you are going. Remember, people with goals succeed because they know where they are going. So if you've taken nothing from anything that I've said from there, write down, I need a goal. I need a chief aim. I need a burning desire. What do I want? Where am I going in life? Again, self-reflection tonight. Look at these questions and start asking this. I need a goal. I need direction. Where am I going? What do I want? What is my burning desire? Who am I? What triggers me? Start asking yourself these questions. Number 1, then you find a goal. I'm going to help you go to the next part. Okay. I understand the importance of having a goal. Where do I start? How do I know what I want? Goals, write this down. Goals need to be measurable and quantifiable. Goals need to be measurable and quantifiable, which means a number. It can be a dollar amount. It can be a percentage. It could be a ratio, but your goal needs to be a number. Now, what do I mean by that? This would not be a goal. So Matt says, what's your goal? What are you going after? You say, oh, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am inspiring people. I'm speaking on stage. I'm telling my story, and I'm leaving a big impact in this world. That is not a goal. That is not a goal. That may be a byproduct of a goal. That may be the result or the effect of you achieving a goal. But a goal is quantifiable and measurable, meaning I am so happy and grateful now that I'm earning $10,000 a month. I am so happy and grateful now that my trading account is growing 20% month over month. I am so happy and grateful now that my wins to loss percentages in my trades are over 90% week after week. Those are goals, ladies and gentlemen. Your goals need to be, again, a number, a percentage, or a ratio. It has to be numerical. Why? So you can graph it. You can't graph influence. You can't graph inspire people. You can't numerically quantify helping people. Everybody wants to help people. Everybody wants to be an inspiration, but understand that is not a goal. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about goal achieving, goal setting, and goal achieving, the art of goal achieving, the art of goal setting. There's a science behind this. This isn't just, oh, I want this in my life. I want to be a billionaire. Doesn't everybody? Right? Everybody wants the same things, but you need to start identifying, what do you really want? Only when you know what you really want, call it your why, right? You've heard the saying, find a why that'll make you cry, or, what's your burning desire? What can wake you up in the morning and get you out of bed saying, this is what I'm working towards? See, your goal might be to retire your parents. You can't measure that. How much money, here's the secondary question. When somebody comes to me and said, I want to retire my parents, that's a goal. That's a great goal, but understand that's a byproduct of your goal. Your goal is achieving a sum of money to where you can give your parents money to retire them. So your goal, again, is a number. Your goal, again, is a dollar amount. Guys, this is so important. You may overlook this now, but in 5 years, 10 years, when you're not where you want to be, you're going to come back, you're going to find a different mentor, or you're going to come across a different video that's going to be teaching you the exact same principle. Please understand the gold I am teaching you right now with goal setting and goal achieving. Okay, number one, you need to have a goal. You need to have direction. You need to know where it is that you are going. Number two, your goal has to be measurable and quantifiable. It has to be a number. Number three, the goal has to be in the sweet spot. Write that down, the sweet spot. Circle it, underline it, put a star by it. This is important. What's the sweet spot? The sweet spot for a goal is it's something you really, really want. I really have a burning desire to retire my parents to where they never have to work again. That is a burning desire. That's what I want. Okay. That's part one. Part two is it has to be something you believe you can achieve. I'll give you a chairman example. I've given this example many times in the past. Somebody may set the goal of chairman 100. Of course, everybody wants to be chairman 100, of course, everybody, who wouldn't want that? But if you're a P1000 right now, if you're a P2000 right now, you may not get your belief level to say, okay, yeah, I really, I haven't even reached chairman 10. I really don't think I can reach chairman 100. I don't personally believe I can. Then chairman 100 may be too big for you. Now, if you set a goal, let's say you're P1000, you set a goal for P2000, I may say, are you really stretching? Are you really, is that something you really want? Maybe not. It's something you think you can achieve because it's the next rank, but the sweet spot might be chairman 10. I always give this example because it's very relatable for everybody. If you're a P150, P600, P1000, P2000, in that range, let's say your goal is chairman 100. Everybody wants to be chairman 100, of course, but you may not get your belief level to that because you've never made $10,000 a month. So your goal should probably be around a chairman 10 level. At Chairman 10, that's something I want. At 10,000 a month, okay, I can start paying my bills, paying my expenses, cover all of my, utilities and expenses, have some money to invest, have some money to spend. Perfect. That may be good for you, and you believe you can achieve it. So the sweet spot, again, you have to find the sweet spot for you. This is self-reflection. What's the sweet spot? Does $10,000 a month get you fired up? Is that what you really, really want? Or do you achieve more? Can you see yourself achieving more? Again, self-reflection for you. So number three, again, point three is it has to be in the sweet spot. Number one, have a goal. Number two, quantifiable and measurable. Number three, it has to be in the sweet spot. It has to be something you really, really want, but it can't be too big that it discourages you, that you're like, oh, I don't know, I've never done that before. You don't have the belief level for it. So take those 3 points, get clear on what you want, put it on a piece of paper. Write it down, make it the back screen of your phone, make it the back screen of your laptop, write it on the mirror in your bathroom, put it in the mirror in your car. Saturate your mind with your goal. Why? Because we get what we think about most of the time. Write that down. We get what we think about most of the time. And this is an inclusion-based universe. Inclusion-based universe, meaning whatever we see is a yes. Whatever we look at is a yes. Value. I'm going to stop there. Any questions? Let's get into some questions. Again, I would love to help you guys get a little bit more detailed and be a little bit more hands-on. So if you guys want to write some things in the chat, if somebody wants to come on and ask me the questions, I would love to answer them and be a resource for you guys.
Okay, I can take some questions from the chat. Let's see. Put your questions in the chat, family. Let's go. Here's a good question. What is your best tip to have better self-image?
To have a better self-image. Self-image is confidence. So how do you improve your confidence? Here you go. There is something called let me find it. It's in my book. Most things that I'm going to say are in my book. Here you go. The self-confidence formula. If you want to create a better self-image, you need to have a better image of yourself, more confidence about yourself. So it's available. You can Google this self-confidence formula. It is an affirmation that you can say to yourself. It's auto-suggestion. Number one, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment. It's an affirmation. So to improve your self-image, read the self-confidence formula every day for 30 days. Every day for 30. This is what Bob gave me. Listen, this is not me. This is not Matt telling you. This is Bob telling you through Matt. Bob gave me this. I asked Bob the same question. How do I improve my self-image? How do I see myself in a better light? He said, go read the self-confidence formula every day for 30 days. And what did I just tell you guys? Go read the self-confidence formula every day for 30 days. You can Google it. It is there. It's also in my book. It will be available. That's how you would do it. Auto-suggestion, affirming new ideas, talking about you can do it. I can achieve my objective in life. Very good question. Next question.
Nice. So for someone that's been stuck on P1K for a while and their belief went down, how do they get their belief up again after like a pullback, or they've been stuck for a while on the same position and haven't really moved forward? How do they get up their own belief that they can really achieve it again?
Whoever asked the question probably does not have a goal. If you're asking me that question, if you're feeling down, oh, I deranked, I was at P2000, now I'm at P1000, you're not focused on your goal. You're not focused on your definite chief aim. You're not focused on what you want. What you're focused on is the fact that you deranked. And now you're thinking, I deranked. Oh my gosh, I don't feel good. Things aren't good. What are you focused on? What are you feeling? Lack, limitation, things like that. So if you're worried that you have deranked, you are focused on the fact that you deranked. You're not focused on your goal. Guys, this is unbelievably powerful information. Again, this is an inclusion-based universe. If you are upset that trading account is down 1 month, you deranked, you're focused on negativity, the lack of something, that you don't have it. And now what are you vibrating? If you've studied KT, Kevin Trudeau, this is 100% from KT. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm not P2. I'm not P2. I deranked. I'm deranked. I'm P1. I'm P1. Look at what you're focused on. Look at what you're affirming. Think of what your vibration is. And ultimately, think of what you're going to attract. More events, situations, and circumstances to keep you where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not take this lightly. I'm giving you value today. If you are focused on the fact that you deranked, you need to be focused on your goal. As simple and black and white as I can make it.
Perfect. Here's another question. What if you told yourself a goal for a long time, but that goal doesn't excite you anymore? Is it time to change this goal, or do I need to find ways to increase desire for that goal instead?
Nope. The first one. If you have a goal for a while and it just doesn't give you a burning desire, you just don't feel that jazz anymore, find what does. Only when you have a burning desire are you going to have the action to support it. It has to be a burning desire. If you've read Think and Grow Rich, I'm going to give you guys value right now. If you've read Think and Grow Rich, in the introduction, they talk about a secret. And they said this secret is talked about in every chapter of this book. However, they never reveal what the secret is. And you as the reader need to understand what the secret is. What is the Carnegie secret, as it's called? What's the Carnegie secret? You can Google it. I've Googled it many times. Everybody has their own perspective. I have my own perspective. Bob Proctor had his own perspective. He's the one that told me this. Again, that's how I know this. I'm not saying my answer is correct, but based on what I have read in Think and Grow Rich over and over and over and over and over again, a burning desire. The quote is, get a burning desire. No, define what you want and get a burning desire for its achievement. There it is. Define what you want and get a burning desire for its achievement. KT talks about it as well. So to answer your question, if you do not have a burning desire for your goal, change your goal, focus on something that gives you a burning desire. Great question.
Really good. How can you grow your teachability index?
It's always a test. The scale is always moving. Willingness to learn, willingness to accept change. If you're on this call at 9:40 at night on a Sunday, your willingness to learn is a level 10. You're sitting here saying, I'm taking an hour of my time. I have a notebook. I have a pen. I'm still here. Teach me. My willingness to learn is a level 10. Here's the holdup, is part 2. What's your willingness to change? Over the last 40 minutes, I have shared some very powerful information. The question is, what's your willingness to change your current habits, your current way of thinking, your current way of doing things to get a different result? That's the true test, ladies and gentlemen. Your willingness to learn can be a 10. Your willingness to accept change, maybe it's a 2. 10 times 2 is 20. You're not teachable. So it's this scale. It applies to everything, every situation. You have this willingness to learn, willingness to accept change. And it's just every day you are always elevating and improving the teachability index. Fantastic question. Very good question.
How can you practice on getting better perspective on things?
Study the higher faculty perception. Again, it's in my book. There's a reason why I did this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason. Study the higher faculty perception. Perception is the ability to interpret and make sense of information. It's the way we understand things around us. It can be influenced by our beliefs, experiences, and expectations. The development of this higher faculty, developing your perception is important in personal growth and self-awareness. It's how we interpret the world. It's how we interpret the situation. Change your perception. When you change what you look at changes. That's not my quote. How you see the world is how the world sees you. If you see the world as this world is negative, there's so much hate, there's so much war, there's so much negativity. You know what the universe is going to say? You're right. Look here, more war. Look here, more negativity. Look here. Why? Because you're focused on that, right? Now change your perception. Change your perception. There's good in this world. There's good in this world. There's positivity. Everywhere I look, there's positivity. All I did is I changed my perception. So you have that, study the higher faculty perception, understand it's a matter of perception, changing your perception on something, and whatever you're looking at will change. Chairman 10 is so difficult. Chairman 10 is so difficult. No, it's not. Go ask a chairman 50. Go ask a chairman 100. Change your perception on the difficulty of something. How you see the business, how the business sees you. So hard to enroll new customers. Change your perception. Change your perception on that. Very good question.
Amazing. How can we go out of our bad habits?
Replace them with good habits. Again, self-reflection. Identify what's holding you back. Are you scrolling on social media too long? Are you watching Netflix too long? Are you sleeping in too long? What are your distractions? What's holding you back? Eliminate those. Ask the question one more time.
I think the question was, how can we get out of bad habits?
Yeah, replace them. You have to remove and replace them. If you do not replace, this is so powerful. If you do not replace a negative habit with a more positive habit, it will replace itself. It'll rejuvenate a negative habit again. Meaning, if you wake up late, you wake up at 11 a.m. every day, you wake up at 11 a.m. every day. If you do not change that and replace it with doing something at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., if you do not implement a new habit, the 11 a.m. wake up is going to continue to happen. You have to remove and replace the negative habit, or it will come back.
Perfect. Another question. How did you get out of a hole where you doubted yourself?
Read the self-confidence formula. Goes back to self-image, goes back to lack of confidence. Read the self-image or the self-confidence formula, get the confidence back, get feeling good, get confident, who you are, what you've done, what you can achieve. Get that energy, get a little chip on your shoulder, get a little, I am that person. You are that person. Change your self-image, elevate, be more, do more, have more, give more. Too many average in this world. I'm talking to people as if you are part of the 1%, as if you're at that chairman level. Guys, if you want, like, you got to do different. There's too much average in this world. Enough's enough.
Perfect. When is your book released?
Very soon.
Very
Very soon.
Will you be able to ship to Sweden?
Yeah, I'll do something. I have so many friends in Europe and all over the world. So international shipping will be available. We will get a box out to you guys.
Perfect. Here's another question. How do I sacrifice? How much do I sacrifice to reach my goals? Everything, most things, nothing.
You have to sacrifice something. Again, it's in my book. I don't know exactly what page, but there is no, think of this. There is no such thing as something for nothing. There's no such thing as something for nothing, meaning you will not achieve Chairman 10 for nothing. Just here you go. Like, no, you have to put the work in. You have to, do the calls, do the prospecting, go to the events. Like, you have to sacrifice and put the work in to achieve the goal. There is no such thing as something for nothing. No such thing as Chairman 10 by doing nothing. So there's sacrifice. Your level of sacrifice is basically going to be in proportion to the degree of your level of desire. Meaning, if your burning desire is just 10 out of 10, I can't sleep, I can't do anything except focus on my goal. I am obsessed. This is what I want. This is what's going to happen. You're going to naturally, you're going to sacrifice a lot of things because you're so focused and obsessed on your goals. Now, on the contrary, you may say, Matt, I can't be that committed. I have other things, that's just not a reality for me to be 1,000,000% focused and obsessed with my goal. Okay, then your level of sacrifice may not be the same, but you need to identify, again, what do you want? What do you really want? A dollar amount. Do you want 1 M&M? Do you want 20 M&Ms? Do you want, how big do you want to go? That will determine pretty much the level of sacrifice that you're going to have to put in to achieve it.
Yeah,
very good question.
And for the people that have hard time finding their burning desire, because I know there's some people struggling to really find a deep why or their deep burning desire. Do you have any recommendations for them to explore or find what they really, really want?
No. Again, it's different for everybody, but I can just give you a few suggestions to reflect on and to think from. One word is freedom. Time freedom, financial freedom. Everybody wants freedom. You want to go where you want to go, do what you want to do, buy what you want to buy with whomever you want to do it with, right? That's freedom. So if that sounds good to you, that could be a good burning desire. Okay, you want freedom. Now, my question would be, guys, just memorize this. How much money would you have to earn on a monthly basis to do X, Y, Z? Which means you say, Matt, my goal is freedom. I want financial freedom. I want time freedom. I want to be free. Okay, my question is, how much money do you need to be earning on a monthly basis to achieve your definition of freedom? You say, okay, well, my rent is this, my car is this, food, utilities. My expenses are this amount of money. So for me to be free, I don't have to worry about any of my expenses. I can spend this much a month. I can invest this much a month. I need to earn this much per month to be free. Again, that number is different for everybody. Some people, I don't want to say any numbers, but if your burning desire probably should be freedom, right? You don't want to work for anybody. You don't want to have to wake up at a certain time. You want to do what you want to do. You want to do whatever you want to do. Everybody wants that. Freedom. How much money do you need to earn on a monthly basis to give you your definition of freedom? Powerful, guys. Super powerful.
Yeah. And after this call now tonight, what's some recommendations for us in here to study? What's some things we should keep reading more about? What's the things we should really dive deep into now to study and master these things even more?
If I were you, I would study that goal setting and achieving workshop that I took you guys through today and become masterful at doing that and teaching that. Guys, think of this. If your entire team and organization, if everybody has a goal, if everybody is going somewhere, they have a direction, they have a clear destination of what it is that they want. You guys are getting on calls, you're doing affirmations about your goals together. Do you understand? I wish you guys could understand what could potentially happen for you and your teams if everybody has a goal. It is a goal that is quantifiable and measurable. It is a goal in the sweet spot, and it is a goal you are affirming every single day. Take that with the self-confidence formula. Oh my gosh. For the 140 some odd people on this call, oh my gosh. Goal, self-confidence formula. Nothing else matters. Achieve your goal. Set a goal for P5. Set a goal for Chairman 10. Set a goal for your trading account to be doing a percentage month over month, a positive growth percentage month over month. Set a goal for your trades. Set a goal for your e-commerce store. Set a goal. Go and achieve that goal, then set another goal. Go achieve Chairman 10, then set another goal. Goal setting and achieving. Set a goal, achieve a goal, set another goal, achieve that goal. That is life. Do more, have more, become more so that you can give more. That's what I'm on this call for. I'm here to give more now. I'm giving my time. I'm giving my energy. I'm giving my information to you guys now. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with you guys for the last 53 minutes. Connect with me on social media. I should post a little bit more. But again, the book will be out very, very soon, available in English and Spanish. International shipping will be available. And I'm a resource for you guys. I want to be here. I worked with the team in the Netherlands last week. I'm very close with Maurice and the German team. I want to stay connected with you guys in Sweden and Switzerland, wherever you guys are calling in from. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me. And I will send it back to you.
I appreciate you, Matt. And I am so grateful that you took your time to jump on here and yes, share this incredible value. And I hope everyone now took notes and listened to everything Matt said, and especially now go back, read through your notes, read through all your click movements. I will send out the recording also. Watch the recording again tomorrow and really listening to the things that you didn't hear when you were typing your notes or different things, and really now master these basics, as I said, because if you just master and focusing on these small things, everything in your business will change. Everything in your life will change from just these small things. because something I learned when I studied now Matt, when I studied Bob Proctor, when I studied Kevin Fradois, when I studied all these different people, everything is just about switching this perspective and master the basics. It's just so small things, and maybe you sit there and thinking, oh, it's too easy to be the key to success, but that's why you are in the situation you are, because you're thinking it's too easy. But if you just understand that this is the things you need to master, you will accomplish all your goals you set up for yourself now. And make sure, fix that dream card, and put out your goals on your mirror everywhere, so you're thinking of it all the time. And once again, Matt, thank you so much for taking your time. I'm super grateful that you spent the hour together with us. And once again, for everyone jumping on, super grateful for you, and a big ups to you guys, especially from Sweden. I want to say, because we have this holiday Valborg now, and I know a lot of people are doing other things, but you guys that prioritize the call tonight really show that you have a high willingness to learn, and really are up for sacrificing spending time with maybe some friends, or out partying, or whatever your other people around you doing now tonight. Really good prioritizing from you. And once again, thank you, Matt. I'm super grateful, and I will leave the recording there. And once again, thank you. I will send out your Instagram also in the chat, so people can go in and follow you, for them that don't do that yet. And I will just keep following you. Will you be in Croatia?
Yes.
Perfect. Then see you there. Awesome. So family, peace out, much love, and ciao.